The Russian army uses armored covers called manguls on their tanks and BMDs. These covers have openings that allow soldiers to fire at drone attacks without leaving the vehicle. However, Ukraine's Wormbusters unit continues to effectively counter Russian tanks and BMDs despite these measures. Special drones developed by Ukraine's Tashka systems are intercepting small Russian UAVs mid-air. The system fires a net to disable the target. While its range is limited, it proves far more effective than earlier methods. A Ukrainian drone struck a military electronics factory in the Russian city of Cheboksary. The facility produces navigation and control systems for Iskander missiles, cruise missiles, and drones. Ukraine's Flying Skull Battalion identified a Russian ammunition depot inside a civilian building. An airstrike was launched against the depot using a MiG-29 fighter jet. The target was successfully hit. Ukraine's 14th Special Forces Regiment destroyed a Russian armored column. The Russian forces advanced with a tank in front and several armored vehicles behind. But the convoy was stopped and eliminated by Ukrainian troops. The Lyut Battalion, affiliated with Ukraine's National Police, first fired at the building. Then, they remotely detonated and destroyed the 5-story building occupied by Russian forces. Anti-tank mines were placed at multiple points in the building. Covered by armored vehicles and machine guns, the soldiers withdrew without losses. Two soldiers from Ukraine's 25th Airborne Brigade conducted an operation in the village of Lysivka in Donetsk. They approached a building where Russian soldiers were hiding in the basement. They dropped a powerful explosive. The explosion destroyed the building. Developed during the Soviet era, the Buk is a medium-range air defense system. Buk systems are quite expensive and take a long time to replace. The regular loss of these systems significantly weakens Russia's air defense capabilities and creates new attack opportunities for Ukraine in certain regions. In Vovchansk, a Russian soldier received intelligence that Ukrainian forces were inside a building. He went there alone, without any support or protection. First, he threw an explosive device toward the building. Then he opened fire. However, he was shot and went down. Shortly after, a timed explosive he was carrying detonated. Russian soldiers unloaded missiles, mines, and explosives from a vehicle, hiding them in a small wooded area. It appeared they were storing the weapons for future use. But a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone was watching every moment. It waited for the soldiers to leave the area, then made its move. Moments later, the target was hit. The munitions were destroyed in a powerful explosion. A Russian tank moves through a forest and parks inside a damaged building, unaware that a Ukrainian drone is watching from above. Soon after, an attack drone dives through the entrance and detonates inside the structure. The result is unclear, but the strike hits exactly where the tank was last seen. The Ukrainian army precisely targeted a Russian underground position southeast of Nechayeva village in the Kherson region. After the explosion, the drone continues recording, revealing the collapsed entrance to the underground tunnel system used by Russian forces.